skiing is an amazing sport. And it's something that you can do your entire life. Basically, skiers can be as young as 2 years old and can be as mature as 80-plus-year-olds, right? And just like with any sport, if you start really young, if you start like when you're a baby, just like Jessie did, then of course you have a huge advantage. I started learning how to ski just a few years ago. Jessie taught me, and you know, I have to be honest, I was expecting the progress to be a lot faster because, first of all, I have an amazing instructor who knows what he's doing. I am amazing. I am really proud of my fitness. I always pride myself of being really good with any sports and activities, anything physical. But with skiing, I would say that it really humbled me. And, you know, and even this season, I was really frustrated with it because I just couldn't see any further progress. And so what was happening is that I got so frustrated that I started blaming my skis, right?
Or me.
And you.
Or me as well.
I was like, it must be the instructor. Well, so actually, you know, it's been a wild ride having a husband as an instructor. Our marriage survived.
Close.
Barely.
Barely.
Barely. We did name one of the slopes in the local ski resort. Say, what did we call it?
The divorcer.
The divorcer.
That was my bad. That was my bad. I'll take blame on that one. That was my bad.
Anyways, so here you can see a little comparison of when I started 4 years ago. This is what it was before.
There you go. Get that outside ski. Turn that outside ski. There you go. Get that speed. Zoo, you're doing awesome. You're killing it. Killing it.
And this is what it looks like now. First of all, it took me working on my technique, exercises outside of skiing, which I'm going to share with you in this video today. But then I'm actually glad that I started being very petty about it and blaming my skis, because the equipment made a huge difference for me. I started demoing skis. Jesse told me, you should demo different skis, right? Because he always did that, and that's how you got your Stöcklis, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you tried them. You tell me about your Stöcklis. Why do you like your Stöcklis?
My 105s?
Yeah.
So I guess Stöcklis to me have always been an amazing ski. It was mostly for racers, and they had a great camber, and they were extremely stiff. Mm-hmm. And I've always liked Stöcklis when you're on groomers. It wasn't until recently that I found out that actually Stöcklis has a all mountain. And so what I did was I went with the 105s, I just demoed them and fell in love with them. Before that, I was like on head cores or 4x4s or, you know, random, you know, all mountain kind of skis. But I like Stöcklis because I don't like rockers. I don't like the skis that rock so much.
All the lingo I don't understand. Well, all the advanced skiers out there probably do know what you're talking about. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Well, camber and rocker. Rocker is how the ski will go up at both ends, and then a camber is the opposite effect on where it kind of pushes down. So when you're doing race skis like G's or slalom or anything that has to do with groomers, you want a pretty good camber to kind of dig into the snow as you're flexing the ski. Well, I'm an aggressive skier. I've always been an aggressive skier, and I'm hard on my skis and I'm hard on my skiing. So if it's got too much of a rocker, I can't carve, I can't dig in. I like when I'm in powder, deep powder, I like making my turns. I don't just like bombing, going straight, trying to get down the hill as fast as I can. So I like more of a element of pushing into the snow, jump turning into the snow. When I'm doing backcountry, I'm doing a lot of jump turns. I'd like to be just a little bit more. I like trees. Trees are really fun. So I really like tearing into that.
Yeah. And, you know, I like to stay on the groomers, for now at least. And here's the thing, I'm definitely not a daredevil like Jesse. Jesse is like, yeah, he's crazy. But I'm not. I am somebody who, is cautious. I'm scared of steep slopes. I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of speed. So to me, like skiing actually is kind of scary sport. And so when I started trying different skis, I did notice different elements that different skis were, I don't know, famous for, like known for.
Yeah.
And then, but it wasn't making much difference for me. I was just kind of like, yeah, well, trying different skis is cool, but I haven't, I still haven't found the skis that would make me feel really comfortable, really good. And then just he was like, well, why don't you try the Stöcklis? And
when you're beginning, you don't really know what you're looking for. You don't understand flex. You don't understand rocker camber. You don't understand these things. You don't understand the width of the ski matters, or how narrow skis are, or how stiff skis. You just don't. You don't know what you're looking for. So when you're demoing skis and you're a beginner, you can't really understand what this ski is different than this one. Besides straight, just I feel comfortable on these skis, or I feel better on these skis. But you can't diagnose it.
Yeah, exactly. So I couldn't diagnose it, obviously. But then he suggested the Stöcklis, that I try Stöcklis for women. And Stöcklis has this amazing skis, 8W Montero. I got them. I want to show you. And I tried them in the demo ski store, from the demo ski store. I rented them. They told me in the store, these skis are for advanced skiers, not for beginners. Or, and I'm like a beginner intermediate kind of. So I was like, okay, I don't care. I'm just going to try them. And I have to tell you, immediate just progress, immediate results, right? That day when I borrowed those skis, when I rented them and we went on the slope, that was the first day when I was able to put my legs together actually more, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like always skiing with my legs kind of apart and just horrible form. But with those Stöcklis, I felt so comfortable because there is no chatter. They go through slush. It's like, you feel so stable. And I think that's important for somebody who's a beginner, because advanced skiers don't care if it chatters. They don't care because they're advanced. To me,
I don't like chatter. Probably a lot of people can deal with it. I can't stand chatter.
Like he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
it.
Right, but he can deal with it better than any beginner.
Right, of
well,
course.
Would you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. And so, he doesn't scared when it chatters. I'm scared when it chatters, because I feel like this is unstable. I'm probably gonna fall. And so the Stöcklis are so heavy that they make you feel stable, and that's great for beginners, for beginner intermediates. If you're trying to improve your skiing. I mean,
it's the stiffness. I think that's not necessarily. Yeah, it's the stiffness. You like that stiffness. You like to make sure that you're on that.
Yeah, I guess I like the stiffness.
Hey,
hey, that's what she said. So we have to cut or something.
Why? Leave that in there.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, the Stöcklis, 8W Montero, I fell in love with them. And they make me feel incredibly comfortable, and I started making finally really good progress. And this first year, I went on a black diamond for the very first time. And
no, you went down a black diamond last year.
But it wasn't like a black diamond.
Well, you didn't really make it down either, but
I did.
You attempted a black diamond.
I walked it down. Yeah. That still counts. But
this year you actually did them.
This year I actually skied down a black diamond, and you didn't have to trick me or force me into it.
I didn't trick you. There's signs. You see signs. They're all over the slope. Signs are everywhere.
So yeah. So I just have to say that I'm just so passionate about this, and I wanted to tell you, all of you guys who are beginners or beginner intermediates, and you feel frustrated and you feel like you're not making progress with your skiing, the better gear you have, the better progress you're gonna make. And I absolutely 100% believe it, and especially after I tried the Stöcklis. And let's not forget, it's also important that you need to be in shape, somewhat, and focus on the exercises that are specific for this sport. So I have put together a workout that's going to be in Z Gym. It's a follow-along workout that you can do with me. Just play the video and just follow along with me. But today in this video, I'm going to share with you all the exercises that are in this workout, so you can start practicing these exercises because they will help you as well. Having strong legs, having strong core is important in skiing. What you don't need, apparently, is ankle mobility, right?
Yeah.
Jesse can tell you that, after his motorcycle accident, he's got just ankle that doesn't bend much.
Nope.
But you put it in the ski boot and you don't have to worry about it, right? Amazing.
Solid, like a rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Jesse used to be a professional patroller, and he's going to be doing, what are you going to be doing?
And search and rescue.
Search and rescue on skis. Isn't
Yep.
that super exciting?
Super exciting.
You're going to be saving people's lives.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
All right. Okay, now let's look at the exercises that are going to help you to be a better skier and make a lot of progress. It's always important to warm up before you do any workout. So before the skier's workout, I warm up my joints and focus on the internal, external rotation of the hips, knee mobility, ankle mobility, as well as hamstring flexibility, spinal flexion, and thoracic rotation. All of these exercises are important for the proper warm-up. And then the activation exercises for core and glutes, such as this kneeling bird dog, those are really great. And I like to use the power bands, like in this exercise, the glute bridge, and I also like to alternate between the heels and the toes. The side step squats with the power band are really great for building strength in your legs, your glutes, your core, and your back. And then we move on to exercises that challenge your proprioception and balance. As you know, in skiing, it's really important to have a great balance when you're on skis and to be aware of your body and space. The side-to-side action in skiing really requires dynamic hip stability, which is exactly what this exercise has to offer. Having a great balance and being able to balance on one leg is very important in skiing, as you know. And this exercise will engage all of the muscles in the supporting leg and your core. Then we move on to plyometrics. Again, a lot of this side-to-side action. This will also improve your cardio and endurance. Then we move on to ballistic exercises. These are the explosive exercises. The lateral box jump is great for improving your strength speed. And the step down in this exercise is really great for strengthening your knees. Now, this exercise is great for preventing the most common lower body ski injuries. When you step up, get up on your toes and hold it for a second. The kettlebell swing, that's a no-brainer. That's going to help you in pretty much all athletic activities, so that's important to include that. When you're skiing, you spend basically all day in that crouched position. This exercise is great for preparing you for that, prepares your legs, core, and back. Then we move on to strength endurance exercises, focusing on, again, the muscles in your legs, your glutes, your core. The leg elevated lunge with the core twist is actually really amazing for strengthening all of the muscles that you need for skiing. And finally, here's the Copenhagen plank. This is the staple exercise for skiers everywhere. This exercise engages your adductors and your core at the same time. It's really challenging. And the last exercise that will really target your core are these hollow body extensions. You can either do a hold if you're strong enough, or you can go in and out of this position. Make sure that your lower back is pressed firmly into the ground. I have this workout, the entire follow-along workout in the Z Gym at zuzkalight.com. So if you guys want to do it with me, rep by rep, then sign up for Z Gym, and I'll see you there. Ciao, ciao.